Ooh, my hair. Welcome to another episode of, I need a haircut. Welcome to another episode of Good Dawning, guys. Welcome, my name is Josh, or Mr. Floyd. Welcome each and every one of you guys here. Lottie, Henny, Shelly, Grace, PG, Christine, Tina. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Good Dawning. Here, let everybody pile in. And yeah, welcome to Bubble Bunny. Bubble Bunny's not really meant to be picked up because every time you do, you will spill bubbles. But we're getting that in the mail to PG either today or first thing tomorrow, just depending on schedule. But I'm off the next 2 days. So we're going to get that out to PG in the mail. And PG, I don't know how long it'll take. And I hope to God you don't have a tariff on the back end of that. Let me flip my light on, guys. Give me just a second. And we will get started here. Welcome to Good Dawning, where you see there's no host. And we do this hostless every day. Welcome. Thank you, guys. If you watched New Astra last night, my internet issues will be fixed at some point here. But yeah, grateful, guys. Thank you for joining and putting up with and all that. But Victor, welcome. Hershey. If you miss Victor, Victor's always awesome there. And yeah, amazing stuff, Victor. Thank you for setting the tone for the day for each of us every day, and grateful for that. Thank you. All right, guys. So welcome to another episode of Good Dawning here. My name is Josh, Mr. Floyd. Welcome. We do this on the daily, Monday through this week, Saturday. I'm off Saturday, so we will have a Saturday Good Dawning. Weekend edition Good Dawning, and we may or may not have a special guest. We will see yet. No announcements or anything. But yeah, and we do have actual music set up here as well. If I can keep my laptop from shutting down. So you may see me slide over and move my cursor, but the laptop is sitting next to me up and hopefully ready to go. And if we can keep the internet going here, we will have some music at the end of the show with our, we're going to use the adventuring today to set adventure for the week. And we've got the ISIS cards and of course the hero's journey as well. You're all, everybody's on the hero's journey. You're the hero of your own journey. Trista, Good Dawning, beautiful soul. Shelly, love you. Chloe, love you, sister. Chloe, you just ordered new crystals. I can't wait to see what you got. And when they come in, let us know. We'll do another live. For sure. All right, so let's see what we've got here. We're going to go ahead and see what ISIS has for us. We'll get this blank paper out of the way for the moment. There we go. Kind of doing this, it's like a pub table, so it's round, but it's not very big. It's like a two-person, three-person, there's not a lot of space for a table otherwise in here, so kind of have to shuffle things around when we want to do things here. But Good Dawning, guys. How was your weekend? Mine was pretty chill. Worked 2 football games, and the life is peaceful. At the moment, you know, I could sit here and complain. Life is peaceful. The car is running and well. Thank you guys for all of that. We taped up the headlight, taped up the tapeable car, right? But not duct tape. But so we are going today to one place to get an estimate, and then we got an estimate from a local guy who said that they were really nice, awesome family-owned business. Minority owned, awesome stuff. And so I'll probably go there, Longmont and Auto Buddy, and they said they can look for used parts. It's an old car, but so yeah, instead of paying $2,000 for a headlight assembly, we can get a used one off a car in a junkyard. So we're gonna look for that and get the car put back together. Grateful, and thank you all for your well wishes on that. But she does drive. It's a little loose goosey because I think one of the tie rods might be a little, but otherwise. It does drive, so but I wouldn't be taking it on ice or snow or anything. So yeah, so we'll get that fixed with next few weeks. So we're going to get that shored up today. And then today is also the Gem and Mineral Show in Denver. So I make a live from there. So you may see me walk around the Gem and Mineral Show live, not Memorex, for a little bit. Just something interesting. I know there's a dinosaur display and a whole bunch of stuff that's actually literally for sale. You can buy your own Stegosaurus. So yeah, so we will. I will go down there today, and yeah. So if I get a chance, I will bring my stuff with me. I'll throw it in a backpack. And if I'm able to go live, not Memorex, from I don't know if they'll let me, from the Denver Gem and Mineral Show, I will go live. But I don't intend on buying much. I generally buy all of my crystals because I love Chloe and support her. I generally buy everything from Chloe, but if I find a really good deal. But otherwise, everything you see here, except for this purple one, came from Chloe. So exactly. Yes, Millie, favorite Chloe. All right, Chloe. I had a tooth break in half last night eating popcorn. Oh, let's send a favor to Chloe there. Breaking a tooth is never any fun. I've had one myself and missing a few in the back. So favor Chloe there to your chipped tooth there. It's never any fun. And a big healing love and favor there. And yeah, popcorn and me don't mix. I always get popcorn stuck in the back of my throat. I'm the guy who's like gagging on popcorn when you see me eating popcorn. But the big healing love Chloe. All right, so let's break down the cards here and see what we get from Goddess Isis today. And we're going to take the bottom card. Actually, feeling the energy to literally just go. That card. Just cut it in half. All right, so let's see what we get here, guys. Anybody do anything exciting over the weekend? Anybody, what is it, lottery? 1.8 billion or something? Anybody playing the, is it the Powerball there with the $2 billion? Sheesh, that's insane. Too many popcorn casseroles as a child. I tend to stay. What is a popcorn casserole? I can imagine there, Victor, but that sounds totally different. All right, so today's card, and we need the book. That's always helpful. I pulled the cards out, but I forgot the book. So let's get the book out. All right, so today's cards from Isis is the Dark Mysteries. We'll flip that up here. And sorry for the inversion there. The Dark Mysteries, it says, enter the chamber of the Dark Goddess. And of course, we had the eclipse over the weekend. Yesterday, the energies were pretty fire. The Dark Mystery. So let's see what we have here. Temple of Carnelian. Let's see, A, B, C, D, F, G, H. All right, we do know our alphabet. The Dark, here it is. That's the brother in darkness. We are the Dark Mysteries. I've never actually seen that card. The Dark Mysteries. All right, do you ever have you have your Oracle decks and your tarot decks, right? And no matter how often you use them, there's like 5 or 6 cards that you've never used, right? Why is they never come out? Not at once. And you shuffle that, like, I've never even seen this card. Especially in Oracle decks. Not so much tarot, because we all know what they generally tell. But yeah, Oracle decks, that one weird card. Help me. Hello, Garnet. Good dawning. Garnet, love to see you here. Grateful, Garnet. Garnet, you are amazing to see you. Grateful. Eric McCall, yes, what was the card I just saw? Okay, the card was the Dark Mysteries. And so we're going to read what that is from Isis here for the... we do an Isis or a Kuan Yin card on the Daily now on the show. And so we used to post them, but didn't get a lot of views. So we do it on the show now. So it says, enter the chamber of the Dark Goddess. So it says, the Dark Goddess, I'll leave that up. The Dark Goddess calls you to her inner chamber where she holds a test and a gift for you. The test is a willingness to meet and release the fears that have been secretly holding you back. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, and prosperity in all its forms. Will you accept her call? Your time for deeper initiation. There we go. English, right? Initiation is here. So will you accept Isis's call in the Dark Mysteries and release the fears, whatever is holding you back? Generally, the fears are based off of what? Past experiences or trauma that have happened to us. And generally, those fears may not even be the direct fears. It may be lack. It may be I'm not worthiness. It may be other things that we're actually missing here that hold us back because of our programming, our parents, ourselves, our friends, whatever it might be. In some cases, trauma, whatever it is that holds us back, we sit in that pattern and we don't release it or the fear of whatever happened. All right. Next card we have is, this is the journey, like the hero's journey. Everybody's on a hero's journey. And so we're going to go ahead and see what we've got here from them and give this a shuffleophagus as well. Garnet, oh Garnet. But the reward will be, let's see what Garnet's got going on here. All right, just got a new bed delivered. A lot of work moving furniture. Well, congratulations, Garnet. That's awesome. Fantastic. Sleep with peace and purpose there, Garnet, for sure. All right, so let's see what we've got as far as the hero's journey cards. Did I keep boiling the water? I've done that. How many times have I hit the water kettle and then forgot I did so and come back and like, oh crap, and it's off and the water's cool, trying to make coffee, right? And then you go back and do something and then again, the water's not boiled. It's already boiled and cooled down in a second. All right. let's see what we get here, guys. Take the bottom card for energetics for today. And the top three, un, dos, and tres. And let's see what the hero's journey has to tell us for today. And see what we got. All right. So today it's card number 2, or 11 actually, which is 11. If you see an 11, then the universe has got your attention, right? Or they're trying to get your attention. Hopefully you have the attention of the universe, or you're in attention with your universe. When you see an 11 there, like we have 22 and 12, so those would be numeric numbers as well that you probably want to get attention to. 22 is a sign of partnership, and 12 is a sign of angelic luck, right? All right, so breadcrumbs of bliss. Heed your pleasure principle. So it's asking you to find your pleasure. Stop giving your breadcrumb your bliss. Let's see what we've got here, though, as far as how we stop breadcrumbing ourselves and step into the bliss that we are looking for. Card number 36, which equals a 9, which is a cycle change. So it says that would be one way to find the break. Heeding your pleasure principle, heed your pleasure principle. So dropping your stuff, right? Changing and shifting your energies. Ending the pattern that you've been in, that you've created, would shift you into a pleasure principle. But number 36 or a 9, the thin veil. Let go and let glow. That's one way, let go. What are you holding on to? What are you looking for? What's holding you tightly? That's the question I can't answer. Angie, good dawning. 2:22. Angie woke up at 2:22 a.m. So the universe has a message of partnership and other things for you. Awesome. Mr. Muscle is basically a Suhai to get every day started in an inspiring way with lots of amazing people. Cool. Nathan, good dawning. Beautiful brother. All right, 26 or 8. That's me time. So enjoy your own company. So it's saying as well to find breadcrumbs of bliss. Enjoy yourself, company with yourself as well. And then finally, number 14 or a 5, which is begin change. So 26 is an 8. 8 is of luck, the universe, everything flowing in. And then 5, of course, is a cycle, or is a instant change, right? Something changes like overnight. Where you are is where it's at. So you are where it's at, right? 2 turntables and a microphone, where it's at. Stay still until you are divinely moved. So if we add it all together here, and let's see what we've got here. It's like putting the puzzle together from the universe. Number 11, which we don't break down because that's the, hey, are you there? 11, we're trying to get your attention, right? 11, 11, 1, 1, 1. Breadcrumbs of bliss. Heed your pleasure principle. So it's asking you to find pleasure in your universe. Find that, stop breadcrumbing yourself. Find that bliss, right? So 9, the thin veil. Let go and let go. So the first thing you got to do is let go, and that makes sense. 9 is a cycle change. So what is it that you are spinning around, that you've been holding onto in your universe that you might want to release? Me time, which is an 8, which is flow into your universe, in and out. Enjoy your own company, so take some me time as well. And then finally, 5 or 14. Where you are is where it's at, and of course where it's at is 2 turntables and a microphone, right? Back, no, but stay still until you are divinely moved, whatever that means for you. So it's asking you to stay in, to find some space, let go, and stay still. When you stay still, you will be divinely moved, and you will need what you need to do. Stop breadcrumbing yourself in bliss there, but favor that you are not breadcrumbing yourself, that you are all the bliss. I have been known to breadcrumb myself from time to time. Escaping karmic cycles isn't always as super easy, but as we do on a daily, right? You stop breadcrumbing yourself and you start seeing a bigger picture where you are allowed to bliss. And it's not just it's not just in that one moment or whatever, it's period in your life all the time without question. And I put the lid in the box. Box in the lid. There we go. The Hero's Journey. So yeah, I definitely recommend this deck. It's an amazing deck. But yeah, so how are we doing, guys? I haven't been able to make it to the new time, so I'm glad I'm here with the fam I miss you all so much. Amanda, good dawning. Grateful to see you. Felicia. Felicia rode King. She did her 25 miles. She survived. King survived. It was amazing. Check out her shorts there and videos. I haven't been back to the channel in a minute, but see what's updated. But yeah, check it out. And a favor to you guys that and Chloe did a video yesterday. I haven't had a chance to watch it. It did pop up in my feed there, but so we'll watch that. But check out Chloe's video as well. And amazing stuff there, guys. And a favor, Chloe, to your tooth there. That's favor, no fun. I think we've all kind of bitten into something. Went, what just happened there in some fashion? Favor, Chloe. Did you hit one of those popcorn, like an uncooked popcorn kernel? Yeah. Yeah, popcorn and me don't mix because I've got some space gaps in my teeth from just stuff. And so I get popcorn stuck in my teeth. All right, so we're going to work with the aventurine. And so, yeah, let's clear some energies from the weekend. We're going to do some gratitude. We'll work with the curve cards as well. But, yeah, so how are we doing, guys? Let's clear some energies here. Energies were pretty funky yesterday, to say the least. How was your eclipse during the day, right? So the lunar eclipse happened, but we didn't get to see it because it was on the other side. 15% of the planet did not see it, and that was the North American side mostly. Due to, yeah, it happened during the day. So Krista was right in it there, but interesting stuff. But Felicia, what do we got going on here? Felicia, King and I came in 14th. We won the Turtle Award. We competed 25 miles in the time allotted. That's awesome. That's awesome. From his hoof injuries and such till now, and you did 25 miles. And so, yeah, that's amazing. And think about that, guys. Back in the day, 25 miles was a haul on a horse, no less. And right, and how many horsepower does your car have now versus? Think about that a second. You went to go to somebody's house or just go out and pick something up. You had to have saddlebags. You had to get your clothes ready and get on the horse, right? And if it's raining out, you're going to get wet. Crazy how far we've come when you really think about it. That's awesome, Felicia. Congratulations. King, awesome. We send love to King as well, and healing. And so that's, you say karma when I breathed in? I may have said the word karma. We are karmic, for sure, to ourselves. But when we're trying to create our universes, we can be karmic. All right, so let's clear some energies from the weekend. So what we're going to do first is, of course, our energy clearing exercises that we generally do on the daily. And so you may see things flip around a little bit here on the show. We're working to revamp, keep it fresh, and fresh, new, and exciting. She's so inviting to me, right? So, yeah, so we're going to, if you see new stuff, or I might bring back some old stuff. I'm looking at new palmistry stuff too as well. So yeah, please like if you're watching here. It's certainly appreciate it. And the more you interact with the chat and whatnot, the more the algorithm will dance with us and move us forward. But once we crossed over 1,000, we jumped into the bigger fishing pool there, and so we are now a smaller fish in the bigger pond when we were a bigger fish in a smaller pond. So takes a while to kind of regain your footing there once you get over 1,000 in YouTube land. But yeah, all right, guys. So let's clear some energies from this weekend. So what in your weekend? What happened in your weekend? Hopefully it was pretty good. But if there's anything that did happen, if somebody got into your crawl, somebody yelled at you, if you're fighting with somebody, whatever, maybe you didn't get what you needed at the grocery store, and so you're a little frustrated. Whatever it is for you, maybe yeah, you went shopping and it was crazy, but whatever it is for you in your universe over the weekend, we don't need to carry it any further than that. We can drop those energies, drop the heavier energy. Maybe you're stuck with your mother-in-law there from the Flintstones. I love my mother-in-law. Or maybe you had an amazing weekend and you want to ground those. There's the other opposite to this, is grounding the amazing weekend into your week as well. So if you had an amazing weekend, and this is something new, you can ground that energy into this week and carry it forward, just as well as clearing the energies from the weekend. So if you want to carry it forward, then you just see yourself in that space. You bring the energies forward and you call it forth, and you really just sit in the presence. You don't have to clear it. But if you had anything that happened this weekend, maybe Bob, your boss, yelled at you Friday, you got cut off at the grocery store, whatever it is, we're going to clear those energies and set intentions. As you're clearing those, we're going to do an intentional group intention as well for the weekend, or for the week ahead, and creating a new week. Awesome, Felicia. That's really thrilling. All right, so from our end here, let's take a deep breath. So if you would breathe in with me, please. Breathe in. And release. We're going to do 2 side breaths. So as you breathe out, satisfied breaths. So as you breathe out, chop yourself at the windpipe there, bend over. And as you breathe out, just say satisfied. You can sigh as well. And when you sigh, you're releasing cortisol. As you say satisfied, just works. I don't know how this works, but it just shunts you into your heart chakra. If you have any feeling within your heart chakra, some of you may, where you feel it like moving around, then it'll just shoof, and you'll feel that. It'll jump you right in. All right, guys, so let's, from my end and your end here, take another deep breath. Bend over. Satisfy. And as you do that, for myself, it's like the heart chakra just comes alive. All right, one more time. Arabians have 1 less rib, making them able to breathe better for long distance. Oh, really? That's an interesting, I had no idea. All right, so breathe in. Drop yourself here. And breathe out. Satisfied. Now, as you do that, you're releasing cortisol, dumping into your heart chakra there. So how was your weekend? Do you need to release from the weekend to clear your week, or what do you want to bring forth? You can call those energies to continue over the week just as well. Bring them into frame and see them stabilized throughout the week. So you decide. It's going to be a group exercise here, individual exercise, but we do it as a group. And so take a quick moment, guys, and all you need to do is clear those energies, see yourself in the highest light, and see whatever occurred over your weekend there. See it clearing out. If you have anything negative that, negative is a relative term, but anything energetically that you want to clear from your frame to set afresh this week. There we go. All right, so take a quick moment. We're just going to take less than a minute to do so here. You can pull it out of you like an energetic cord, right? Like Bob. I release all, you're pulling. You're not killing the energies of the person. We're not removing the person. We're just removing the energies, the heavier energies they have left as an imprint in our frame, right? That's the idea. All right, guys, so take a moment to do so or not. It's up to you. But doing this exercise does have amazing results. We're clearing space and time, and we're stepping ourselves from one space, the weekend, into this week. So we're creating a threshold or a delineation point and peeling those energies back. There we go. All right, so, and creating ourselves in the current space. Exactly. So take a moment, guys, and go ahead and clear there. You'll see me doing the chalkboard mostly. So take 1 minute here, guys, and do that, and we'll be right back. All right. If you've got energies, I set afresh a lot from this weekend. Thank you, Josh, for this meditation exercise. Thank you, Nathan, for being here. We love you, brother. You're an amazing soul, and we are grateful that all of you are amazing, and I know you guys see that. A lot of you do now, and have. And Nathan, cheers, brother. All right, so what did you clear from the weekend? For myself, just heavier energies from working 2 football games. Karmic kids, I did what they call pacing the line. So the University of Colorado students have one entrance. There's 10,000 of them that go to the football game. 10 to 11,500. That's the seating, right? 11.5 thousand in the student bowl. And so we had 10,000 students on Saturday. And so we break them down 200 to 300 in a group and walk them. Because otherwise they're karmic, right? They're going to run, they're students, so they're going to run to the security gate. Then the next group's going to run to the security gate. We're going to get a crush, right? Which we've had before. We've actually had people injured because they don't understand, right? They don't know about the crowd crush, right? They haven't seen the Who concert in Cincinnati or what was that bar that got crushed? And Favor in New Jersey or Florida? And so, yeah, so they haven't seen all those things. And so, exactly, so we have to, but yeah, whoo. People jumping fences, guys trying to jump. They have tickets, but they don't want to wait in line, so they're jumping the fence behind the security gate. You want to get yourself kicked out of school. But so, yeah, quite interesting. a weekend to say the least. But the stuff you'd hear from the kids, walking them down was just utterly insane. Me and one other, and so yeah, walking back and forth to take them into line so they don't kill each other. It's amazing. So yeah, we release that energy because some of the karmic stuff you can hear from that, and it's like they're not going to get in any faster or shorter because we're taking the end of the line. But it's interesting how college kids, how they think, right, and how they see the universe for sure. And of course, when we're walking around and they, not ourselves, but the other teams are getting hit with full cans of full literally full cans of beer. So that's the new thing, is for them to take full cans of beer and chuck them at the employees. And so yeah, fun stuff. And so we had somebody try to climb. This is a good story. So we had somebody try to climb into the press box. So he parkoured himself, right? A drunk student in overalls, right? And he drunk. I don't know how he managed to do it, but he climbed onto the one roof and then parkoured himself up into the press box and showed up in front of Fox TV, literally like in the box, and he runs in, and so they call us. Yeah, let's see what we got here from Val. And so I'm running like a banshee we're chasing after him. It was just an interesting and fun weekend. Hi everyone, Josh. You won a reading from me a while ago. Oh, wow, Val, thank you. I had no idea. Thank you, Val. Oh, wow. Bonus month. Grateful. A while ago, would you like to have an intuitive astrology? Yes. I will get in touch with you. Or if you want to email me, Val, at Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, but I'm going to write that down. A lot of times, guys, unfortunately, with my schedule and stuff, I'll be in a chat and then I've got to run. And so I may not even have time to say goodbye sometimes, but all right, I wrote it down, Val. I will send you a message. Or you can, oh, thank you. LOVE. Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Val, and I will reply. Thank you. Wow, Blessings Monday. See, can you be open to having, and I'm just grateful that blessings, thank you. Really, that blows my mind. Wow. So thank you, Val. Thank you for pointing, thank you. Clint, good dawning, brother. Clint, and yeah, I know you were talking over the weekend there about me getting on with you guys. Yeah, and I would love to do some late night hanging out with you guys. So, Clint, send me an email at and maybe we get together anyways. Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. I didn't see your email on your channel there, so otherwise I would have sent you an email. But Clint, send me an email if you can, please, brother, because I'd like to collaborate anyways. Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. Thank you, Val. And if you don't know who Val is she's amazing. She does astrology, and she was live this weekend, and I did happen to catch her when in between working and such. And amazing stuff. I think she was on with Sun Psychic Gene, but it was good stuff, and Val knows her stuff. And so if you need anything astrology, definitely check out the Illumination portal there. But yeah, Clint, send me an email, and we will chat, brother. All right, so yeah, so I'm chasing this guy. Crazy. So we get up to the 5th floor there, and the guy who's like the broadcast guy from Fox TV sticks the football game, the CU, University of Colorado, but it's CU. I have no idea why they call it CU, but it's University of Colorado. It should be UC. But so yeah, he sticks his hat out and sees us, like me and my guy running down, chasing this guy, and he parkours out again, and then lands on the deck down on the bottom there by the gates, and finally the cops tackle him at gate 3 and arrest him. So once he's arrested, we don't have to make a report. That's going to be done publicly, and he'll probably get kicked out of school, and it's probably in the newspaper at this point. But so yeah, we chased him down, and so it was fun stuff. Really, it was a good time, and different kind of work there. But honestly, being helpful, helping people who can't help themselves, unfortunately, was the bigger, funner part. You know, are you okay? Are you breathing? You're a little drunk there. Can we help you? Grateful, right? You ever see somebody extraordinarily drunk and you're just grateful that that's not you anymore? I used to drink, not like crazy or anything, but when I would drink, I'd be drunk as a skunk. The first time I drank an entire 5th of beefy. Okay, so keep this in mind. A lot of our addictions and stuff are tied to our past lives, right? It's burned up it's locked into our DNA. So in my end and in your end, if you had a past life where you may have been an alcoholic or an addict or anything, you can. I'm not saying it will, but it's locked in your DNA. So if you can release that in from yourself, right? And it's still alcoholism can jump generations theoretically. But I'm not an alcoholic. But the first time I did drink, though, I drank an entire bottle of entire fifth of Beefeater gin, and so I can feel bad for some of these kids in that aspect, but a lot of that is locked in if you're a heavy drinker. I don't drink anything anymore, but if you're a heavy drinker, then from your end, in this lifetime, it may be something carried over from the last lifetime. Yeah, I haven't had a drink in forever, but when I did drink, it was pretty heavy because it was carried over from my previous lifetime where I was an alcoholic. And so a lot of these kids, I mean, there was kids just laying on the ground, just drunk. I mean, just like couldn't move, plastered. It was fun to get the medics over there and be like, "Are you okay, brother? We love you. Do you love yourself?" But yeah, PLI. Love that name. I'm 60 miles from Memphis, so you can get to the big city there, which is cool. But you're also in the New Madrid zone. So Favor, Alicia, is in the New Madrid fault zone. Favor, we're gonna see if Felicia's safe. Reminds me when I bunked in Bob Marley concert at Crystal Palace. Lucky to you jumped into a, what did you do? You slid into a Bob Marley concert. Is that correct? Lakeside, namaste. Drinking is ancestral energy in my family. I'm healing that. It's not in my, well, there's things skip people in my family, like my aunt Shani, my mother's sister, my mother's sister, my great aunt. So my grandmother's sister, Shani, she was that one. She did heroin occasionally. She dabbled in weed, and she was a witch. And so that's where I slide. That's the side of family that I slide from. She was a white witch, and all kinds of stuff. And so yeah, and energy, right? So that's it's generally speaking, if and there's somebody in your lineage there, most of you guys that were semi awake and whatnot. Felicia is powerful. There's a reason why she's that. Felicia's grounding the energies. We're all where we're supposed to be, even if you don't want to be there. I'm not thrilled about being in Colorado anymore because it's just I'm not vibing with it anymore. But at the same time, if I realize that, okay, I'm here and I'm here for a reason, and I don't get karmic, that's my biggest issue is getting karmic over myself, over situations that I'm not happy with, and I let go, right? Then things reveal themselves anyways. There's a reason why I'm still here. If I get karmic about it, then I'll just be in that energy of fighting it. But if otherwise, then there's a reason, then that's a whole different deal. And the reason is what? To find Bubble Bunny! Right? That's the reason why I was here, is to find Bubble Bunny and have it handed to me to get to PG, right? And so yeah, there you go. That's the whole reason for me still being in Colorado. Once I ship up Bubble Bunny, you never know. But you never know anything. So it's just a matter of kind of letting things happen. I don't want to be here, but I'm just here, just like you said. Exactly. We may not want to be where we are, but you are the one. You're the grand arbiter of your energy, right? So you choose the energies that you would want to be in, right? And so from your end, yeah, like Felicia and myself, we just you got to make the best of it. So today we're going to go down to the Denver Gem and Mineral Show. I will take I'm going to take my bag with me. Hopefully they'll let me carry it in. I'll have my microphone and my gimbal, right? And fortunately, I paused Google's not going to allow any side loading anymore on the Android phones unless you jailbreak it first or root it, and so which I may have to do. But yeah, so fortunately, I got the DJI app, which was banned off of the Google Play Store, on my phone. So we'll get that updated, and we'll get the gimbal working. But I don't know how we're going to do it otherwise. Illumination Portal. I came over to your channel last night and failed to remember how I know you. LOL. How fun. Now I've posted a few from Val. Illumination Portal. If you go into my posts as well, Val is she's amazing, and so I have posted a couple of her posts as well for from astrology and what's going on, because I couldn't do any better a job. Nobody could do better, really. And what she posts is generally pretty much spot on. So if you look at my posts, you may, and in the future, I'm sure you will, especially during crazy astrological stuff, you will see me posting reposting, I should say, Val's stuff, because a lot of times it's amazing work. It's good work. Seeker, there was a time when I didn't want to be here and I took actions to die, but I'm glad I didn't in the way I wanted to at the time. Whoa, favor. Life is great no matter the situations we go through. That's what I'm learning, and thank you. I needed to hear that. When you feel trapped, realize the trapped is only inside you. Whether you want to be somewhere or where you're like, okay, I've way overextended my universal stay where I'm at, and you know it energetically. It's still, the universe is not going to make it hellacious for you. It's a matter of what energies then are you carrying forth into that space. Butterfly Linda. Peaches, how are you? Beautiful soul. Linda is in the house, and we appreciate you, Linda, and your amazing energy. And exactly, we can make it through. If you can make it through, come on, guys, look what we've been through and where you are. Right, we can make it through anything. You just got to believe. I wasn't meant to be here in the U.S. I never had intentions of being here. No interest whatsoever. Right, and so now that's where I'm at. I'm going to go close my patio door. Give me a minute. My air conditioner kicked on. And there is no need to AC the outside world, but you can still hear me as I'm walking over. And you probably hear the air conditioner now as well. But and since there's a few X marks to spots in the sky, we probably want to close the patio door anyways, right? I love how the weather forecast is perfectly clear, no clouds, right? And then by like 1 o'clock, it's like a sheet. I don't know what cloud that is. If you are watching, Adam from the Medium channel studied meteorology as a minor, I think, in college. And so I'm going to ask Adam one day, what is the white cloud that looks like the entire, right? I have no idea what the cumulus covereth everything cloud would be called there, but that's what we're getting right now. Thank you for your support, Truth. I believe I was here for you and Josh's channel. I'm honored for your support. There you go. We all support each other, and grateful. And Victor is an amazing support for everybody in YouTube, and amazing guy. PLI, there are learning experiences. We had our lessons planned out before we came here. Ambitious. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I can, if you take a moment, guys, and try this. It's an exercise. We're going to do something different here for a moment. Everybody close your eyes for a minute. We're going to do something totally different, just spontaneous. Not that this whole show isn't spontaneous to an extent, because it's not scripted or anything. It's all stream of conscious, right? And you can tell the difference. You ever watch a show, like a spiritual show, where it's like all scripted, like, and then when they're not reading it, but they are. And right, it doesn't hold it as genuine. Me too. Trista, life is more than we give it credit. We go through things and we think it's never going to end, but we are wrong in those beliefs. Love is what holds us together. I'm glad I'm here today. Well, I mean, right, in my case, 7 years, 8 years, but it does come, things do come to a swift, but when they end is when you allow them to end, but to be honest with you. But let's do a moment here. Let's take a moment. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're all going to ground into where we're at, whether we like it, whether we don't like it, we're going to ground into, and we're going to do something a little different. So take a moment, guys. Take a breath with me, if you would. Spontaneous change, right? Love is the answer, and that's a really good song, by the way. If you go on my channel and look down a couple of posts, there's an old school song that is literally called Love is the Answer, and it is, because that's what it's all about. And well, maybe it's the hokey pokey, but we really don't know, right? When I'm telling you, we get to the pearly gates and they ask you, how many times did you put your left arm in? And you'll be like, what? We told you the hokey pokey was what it was all about, but you did not listen. I swear, that's, I'm right? You didn't, put it in there. That's what it's all about. Shame on you, right? No, just kidding. But, all right, so take a moment, guys. We all know where we may want to be. We may be in situations, right, where we're winning, maybe divorce. Look at Care Bear, Favor, Karen. All of our situations here, right, in a lot of ways. We may not be where we want to live. We may not be in the jobs that we want. We may not, we may be half ready to, we're working on moving out of our universe into a new one, and it's not there yet, but we're starting to see it form. We may be in the middle of it, or we may just be getting started. Or you may be happy with everything and where you're at. Grateful. If you are, fantastic. And no matter where you are, you can still be happy. But are you satisfied? This is what I've been looking to create, right? And so a lot of us, like myself, I miscreated my universe because I did it through I was creating through karmic energy. So I was creating through trauma. And when you create through trauma energies and through the trauma body and not the physical not the light body, right? You're doing it through the physical trauma in the body and creating based off of karmic responses, self-soothing responses, and self-protective responses. You're not going to generally create the universe that you want. Then you're generally also creating off of patterns, right? So what is the pattern that you're creating off of? What patterns are you creating from, and what patterns have you been carrying that don't suit you? And those are things that I'm starting to work on in my universe, and we're going to be talking here and here on this channel about as well, is how those patterns have created universes that we do not really want but have to learn to accept. And then once you acceptance, in order to change something, you have to accept the situation as it stands first in order to change out of it, because you have to be able to see it in a clear space, right? If you're just angry and frustrated and you don't accept it, then you're fighting the energies, and you cannot make a change out of fighting your current energies. Not very well. And it's not gonna, your posts keep me in the know. Exactly, Val. Val, yeah. They're light. Yeah, you ever watch a channel and you feel it? You don't also see it, but you feel it in the person. You feel that energy, like Victor, for example, or Care Bear has that. You know, you guys all do to an extent. Everybody does. Felicia on her horse is like watching the most centered universe It's like watching a race car driver behind the wheel, right? They're probably as centered as they're ever going to get. So watching Felicia on her horse is just the most smiling thing. What? Val, when she drops that, it's just that strength in her. It just, you see it and it comes out. And all of you guys carry that. We all have that within us. Lottie on her piano. Millie with, who did go, FYI guys, Millie went live yesterday. It's not up because we gotta flip it from private to public there. And I think she wants to do some work on it. But she did go live yesterday for the first time. It's not on her channel though, but it should be back up as a live or a video at some point, hopefully. We don't know. But yeah, if you missed that, and I did, but I heard about it. Yeah, when you're at work, the phone, generally you don't want to be like walking around a football game looking on your phone. You walk into somebody first things first, but or trip over somebody who's drunk laying down, right? But yeah, favor. So exactly. So let's take it to an invocation here. Yes, we do. We are all divine sovereign beings. Once you find your path, guys, do realize once you start standing in that frame, Victor with Truth Wave, Krista on her channel, Hershey with what she's doing, Millie when she's seeing the smaller universe that most of us just end up stepping on or step around, or we see the bug but we don't think about it, right? She sees that different universe. That's your frame, guys. You stand in your frame. Lakeside when she's doing her stuff, frame. She's in her frame and she is showing her frame and she's showing you her strength, right? That's what we're talking about, guys. But yeah, if you're not happy where you're at with what you're at or your universe in general, then we're going to work on that. So take a deep breath with me if you would. We're going to recenter. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Release. Felicia, I am so at home riding him. We are a great team this weekend. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Running through the woods. Oh my, I've watched 1,001 videos from you, Felicia, and the greatest smile you ever express in any video is when you either talk about, but even then it's not as big as when you are riding king. And so for that, hallelujah. Awesome stuff. It's awesome to see all of you guys when you're in that frame, right? When Millie's seeing the spider, when Lakeside's giving her 10 minutes of chill, when Victor's in the zone, I mean truly in the zone, in Truth Wave there, there's nothing more awesome than seeing you guys at the height of your energies. And really, it's Butterfly Linda, and we're gonna miss you in the pool there, Linda. So we're gonna expect you to stand outside in the snow, all bundled up, and do this. No, just kidding. But no, when Butterfly Linda's out there, you know, we're all swinging that energy, and it's pretty amazing stuff, guys. All right, everybody, yes, sub. Yeah, Val, all you got to do is literally click on anybody's avatar, and it'll start popping up, any of their pictures there, and it'll start popping up their channels, and just go to channel. But it should shrink this into a little box, and then you can subscribe to Hershey, for example, who's an amazing soul, or Felicia, or right, or all of us. So yeah, so let's do an invocation to ground ourselves into where we're at. And to open up those energies, because if we open up the energies, even if we're not happy where we are, our universe is not our greatest space right now, or whatever it is, we're not happy with work or whatever. If that's the case in your universe, right? If that be the case, let's ground into where we're at. Because if you can ground in the way you're at and allow yourself, even if it's not in your plans or not where you want to be, and allow yourself to accept your universe. That's the biggest thing, is accepting what's going on and where you're at, and standing in that frame of, okay, this is what is, and trying to push and pull. Those fighting energies aren't going to change your universe. It's going to change screw you inside. It's going to change your universe inside yourself, and then you're going to find yourself out of balance. And so even myself, I know I'm Coloradoed out as far as the mountains. I've had enough mountains to choke a horse. I'm grateful, but now eventually as a Cancer, they become blocking. But I'm not sitting here crying about it. I may have been a couple months ago, but I'm not anymore. I've accepted that I'm still here, that there's a reason for it, and that let that reason shine. And then when whatever's supposed to be will be. But fighting it as I've been didn't work. And what I've noticed is, as I was fighting it, I wasn't creating anything. My universe was collapsing within itself, right? My show was, everything kind of started going like this, because I'm fighting against the energies of my universe. Now that I've relaxed, work is better. I've made friends at work. Life is going like this again, even though I'm not where I physically want to be. I'd rather be, hey, Mo and Hershey. Yeah, I'd rather be down in Florida to be or down by the beach. But yeah, exactly. Come in to visit. No, okay. But you get the idea, right? So see yourself, allow yourself to be where you're at. So let's take an invocation here, guys. So take a moment and another breath and a release. Mother Isis here, and we are talking about where you are standing on Mother Gaia, right? So Mother Isis is asking of you today to understand that your universe is where it's supposed to be. That your home, the womb, the home, right? You are looking for something that you do not have, right? Or you maybe are not in space where you are. We are asking of you, Mother Isis is asking of you to find that womb space within yourself. The home is wherever you are inside yourself, right? You are a traveler on planet Earth, right? So you are going here and there and doing things. If there is someplace else you want to be, realize where you are is where you are meant to be. The universe makes no mistakes. It is you and your karmic energies that make the mistakes, right? So it is you trying to push and pull the energies out of frame, right? You standing in an energy that is out of your frame. Mother Isis is asking you to find that pyramid wherever you are and stand in home with it. Find yourself wherever you are and allow, even if it is not what you want, to be open to your universe. Are you going to be the one who is pushing against your universe? Are you going to be the one that is disallowing change in your universe because you are grounded in the fact that your universe doesn't, as you put it, doesn't work for yourself right now? You are not where you want to be, or maybe you are not in the job that you want. Mother Isis is asking of you then to find your path where you are so that you can create the path of where you want to be. Sitting in energies of dislike, hate, I am not happy in my current frame or where I am, or my universe at the moment where it is situated will not change your universe. You cannot create change through disliking or fighting your current universe. Are you in understanding? Creating change out of disliking your universe is not going to flow. You are going to create out of anger. You are going to create out of frustration. You may create out of karmic energies against yourself. You might create out of spite, or you might create a universe that is not what you are looking for because you are so eager to get out of the universe that you are currently in, the one that you created. Can you accept in your space, right? In your realize, can you realize that wherever you are in your universe, however your universe is framing it out, right? How it is working for you. Can you accept that it is working or not for you? And can you see into your universe how it is working? That is the question that we are asking of you today. Are you allowing yourself, dearies, and that is to create that new universe by stepping into the universe you currently have? It's the only way that you are going to create a new universe is by standing in your current frame, by accepting, and that is going to be the biggest key in your universe, right? Accepting where you are. Acceptance is going to be the key for everything in your universe. So keep that in mind. Mother Isis is asking of you today to step out of your front door and smile, take a deep breath and go, all things change in all time, right? I am grateful that I have a universe at all, right? You could be living in your car, you could be whatever it is, that it could your universe could be completely different. If you have a roof over your head, if you have food in your belly, then you already have a decent universe and a lot of people on this planet. What we are getting at here is the details that you may not have fitting in your universe. You may want to be on the beach. You may want to be somewhere else. You may want to be with someone else. So you may not want to be with who you are with now. If you can accept, this is the universe that I created, right? You have to take responsibility. This is what Mother Isis is asking of you today. Take responsibility for the universe that you created. Take responsibility for the energies that you put forward. Take responsibility for the energies that you may not like in your universe. As A, if you are allowing them, then you are one who is responsible for them. So in your universe, Mother Isis is asking of you to accept where you are by taking responsibility of your universe. If you can accept where you are in your frame, in your universe, and release, you can create a new universe a lot easier. That is the question we are asking of you today. Mother Isis is asking of you. So stand in your frame. Look out with your real eyes. Do not sit in your karmic eyes, right? And see yourself in the higher today. Releasing transmission. There we go. So from your end and from mine. My foot fell asleep. I have my leg crushed underneath. I have low blood pressure. Really low blood pressure. So I get cold at like 50 to 60 degrees. My teeth will clatter. No kidding. Yeah, 45 degrees and I am like frozen to death. It doesn't take much with low blood pressure. But so what are you trying to create in your universe today? So can you stand in the frame of where you are and accept? Acceptance is the key, right? And so standing in your frame and going, this is where I am, this is what I've got, and this is what's going on. Can I accept that? If you can make it easier to move into a better universe. If you're fighting it, until you stop fighting the current universe that you're in, your universe isn't going to change. It may spiral out of control. You may karmically destroy it. But you itself, your universe, you can't get better until you accept where you're at, accept the stuff that you created, and own it. It's what it is. If you aren't happy in your frame, in yourself, in your universe, then it's up to you to own that as this is what I created. This is the energies this is the grand sum of the energies that I put out. And so that's your job then to slow down, and we're going to go into that tomorrow, to look inside yourself to change those energies, right? I'm writing it down, actually. All right, guys. We're going to do one other quick item, and then we are going to jump onto the adventuring to create our amazing... Wow! The medium Adam. You meant literally, I was literally talking about you. Hi, Josh and family. Nice to see you. And a little later when I can stop by and say hi. Adam from the Medium channel. I love you, brother, and grateful to see you here. Adam, if you don't know Adam from the Medium channel, Adam's an amazing, he's kind of like a brother from another mother that in my universe. And he is an amazing soul, does light language, and we've got some amazing talent here, guys. Between Adam from the Medium channel, Victor, Val, Hershey, all of you guys are amazing. And thank you, Adam, for being here. All right, so what we are going to do before we work with the adventuring and do some energetic work to ground and adventurous. We're going to create an adventurous week. We are going to do an acceptance of our current universe and ground into that. So join me, and if you want to join me in our universe, in our grounding here, and then we're going to add some gratitude to that. So, and you will spit the gratitude out, and we're going to do this as a collective. So just repeat after me. When I say I'm grateful for, I'm going to leave that blank. What are you grateful for? Fill it in, because we're going to ground into gratitude towards our current universe. Whatever's going on right now, there is something that you can pull out of it that is grateful, that you find gratitude in, that you can hold so that you can create that better universe. If you are sitting in your universe and you are not happy with it and you just keep piling that down, you cannot lift out of it until you accept where you put yourself and the energies that you created first, period. Generally speaking, I mean, you may have something come in, but you're still, if you don't clear that and really have acceptance, then good to charge all of my crystals last night on the full moon. Cool. Beautiful. All right, guys. So yeah, from your end and mine then, let's go ahead and take a quick moment and do that. So join me. I'm going to bring in another channel here. So, Sekhmet is here to understand the energies that you are creating in your universe. We're going to be quick here. So follow with Sekhmet. In order to change your universe, you have to get that internal roar going, but you have to accept the cage that you put yourself in first. If you are a caged lion, then it is up to you to break free from the cage by accepting that you are in the cage first. Are you in understanding? So join with Sekhmet. I accept the energies of my universe. Repeat after Sekhmet if you choose. I accept the energies of my universe. I accept the creation that I created from the energies that I put out in my universe. I accept where I am. I accept how I created it. And I accept what is in my frame right now. I choose to push my universe forward in acceptance of my current universe. I see my universe right now, whether it's something you want or not, as perfect. And I take the energies, the internal roar inside me, and use that energy to push, to love, and to see a better universe while accepting and walking through and living within the universe that I have currently created without complaint, without hatred, without fault. It is what it is, and we live within it, right? Sekhmet wants you to understand that you are that fierce lion energy. And if you are putting out meek energy, you will get a meek universe. But if you are putting out energy of strength, if you are putting out energies of gratitude for, and you feel that in yourself, what are you grateful for? Hold that thought. And if you are standing in that gratitude, standing in the energies that you are, Sekhmet, right? You are the lion, you are the strength, then you too can lift your universe up. But until you start playing in the sandbox that you are currently living within, you play on the playground that you created now, you cannot create a new playground. Releasing transmission. There we go. So join Sekhmet in creating a new playground for yourself. Stay in your universe. And the playground that you created for yourself right now, are you playing on it? Are you sitting on the side kicking stones at it and saying this sucks? You have to jump in there and climb the monkey bars at some point in the universe that you created. And until you do so, you cannot create a better universe with bigger and better ass monkey bars. Are you in understanding? That's Sekhmet. Grateful. All right, guys. Fantastic. My kitty laid down in front of the iPad to feel, awesome. One of these days, when I get more stable, we'll have a kitty. All right, guys, so let's close this out. Thank you, guys. Another amazing week. So we're going to ground into adventure this week with the adventuring. So let's do that. And then we're going to close out with a group hug, which may be a little different. We're going to go on the fly here and shuffle off, I guess, it up a bit. But yeah, we're going to try something new here as well. I don't even know. I went to YouTube Free Music. Hopefully this is free. Otherwise, you might see this way copyright strike, but we're going to try something different. Microphone number 2. Big ass old school Bose speaker, right? This thing is heavy as... They don't even make these anymore. Big old Bose speaker. I can't even take it out of the house. I need one of those like JBL things. Those are easier, right? You can take it with you. All right, so let's fire this guy up. Let's make sure the Bluetooth connects here. There we go. Not to my phone, of course. Okay, I think we're connected. Let's see here. All right, so we are connected. So let's see if this works, guys. All right, here goes everything, right? Tell me if you hear the music. We're going to try this here. And it's something, I just did this on the random, but I do like jazz, but I don't know if it's your taste, but... All right, so let's work with the adventuring here. Hopefully this is working, but we shall see. Let's get the volume up. All right, there we go. All right, here we go, guys. All right, with your permission, of course. So you should feel adventuring. You should feel in your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your crown chakra. If there's anything that's blocking forward movement, adventure, fun, and excitement in your universe, we're going to try to make it this week about adventure, about change, and about awesomeness. We're redirecting the show, we're redirecting things, and I'm redirecting me to stand more in my frame about what I state as well. So what I state and what I do, get a little more solid here. I had to grab something fast, so I just want something I could grab. We'll have different music tomorrow, but it's not bad. A little smoothie. Awesome, guys. All right, where do you see yourselves this week? As you're feeling this, see yourself doing something different. See yourself doing something bigger. See yourself allowing your universe that you've created to hold you and to create new. If you're not happy with your universe, sit down and see why. Sit into yourself and see what you created. Did you create from karma? Karmic? Did you create from anger and frustration? Or did you create and misfire or is your universe where you want it to be? It's time to make some deeper changes. And how do you see your universe, and are you the victim of it, or are you the creator of it? And how do you create that? Removing any blocks that block you from creating your universe today in a creative way. Anything that's holding you down, I release with the adventuring and we pull out from you. See yourselves free. See that adventure this week. See that new universe. You're the creator of it. And I'm speaking to myself just as well here. Thank you. And it's actually it's called Morning, if you want to know, it's called Morning Ocean Chill by Mellow Flow Music. It's on the YouTube free music. At least it was. Aventurine bracelet with dragonflies. Wow. So what do you see this week? Where do you see your life is an adventure? As I step up out of the karmic, I don't see it as, I see it as an adventure. I see it as amazing. Can you see yourself as free? Can you see yourself as open? Can you see yourself as the flow of the ocean? Can you see yourself as the love that you've been looking for? Can you see that within yourself? There we go. This is perfect. This is perfect. All right, we're going to speed this up here because today is the 1-year anniversary of John Binney, and we want to get over there. And I want this group to pile over there if we can. Can you put a link in there for that, Millie, so that we can pile over there, whoever's channel, and say hi when we're done here. If we could do a group dive into John Binney and them, that would be amazing. When we're done, we're going to close this out here in a minute. So ground into your week, see the adventure, close your eyes a minute, feel it, and we're going to release the, we're going to seal this off, and we're going to close out. Thanks, Mill. All right, I'm going to close this out, guys, and we are going to spin off. We're going to. All right, we'll have more music tomorrow as long as the internet's stable. Thank you, guys. Let's close this out with a group hug. It's going to be a bit different, so bear with me. And of course, if we want to be in, we could be in stereo here. Stereo, right? But we don't want to do that. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's close this out with a group hug. All right, so pick your left arm up, put it to the person to your left, right arm up, put the person to your right. We take that love out of our left hand. This is going to be the same, but you're going to hear different here. Take that love out of our left hand. We spin it around through each and every one of our hearts. My heart, your heart, Victor's heart, Millie's heart, Val's heart, Trista's heart, all of our hearts. Purple Christine's heart, each and every one of us, Henny's heart. And everybody. I'm not just throwing names here. And I'm not missing you purposely. Bonnie's heart. There we go. I'm not missing anybody purposely. So we spin that around, and we spin around, and we spin around faster and faster. And our hearts, as we spin around like the Large Hadron Collider, and atom, of course, as well, faster and faster. We become one bigger heart. As our hearts merge into one, we take that love. We feel each other's hearts as they spin through each of us. We take that love like a reverse tornado. And we lock it up into the greater source field, and we hold it there. So our love is now spinning within the greater source field and sending that love up into the greater source field. And within the greater source field, we see everybody what? In abundance. We see each and every one in peace, and we see each and every one in joy. We see each and every one here as well in abundance, whatever that means for you, peace, whatever that means for you, and joy, however that is for you. We see each and every one in the greater source field, what? In purpose. Why? Because without purpose, without love in your universe, without figuring out what you are here for, your universe is not cool. It is not fun, and it is a heavy deal. When you are sitting here realizing, and you don't think you have a purpose, and you feel like a throwaway human being, that is not a good thing. That is not the best thing in the world to feel. Everybody is born with an Akashic purpose. It is written into your Akashic record. You are here with an energetic vibration that is needed on this planet. And so if you can see that, you can feel that, we send that energy to you. We send each and every one love as well. There's no reason why anybody on this planet should be walking around without love, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. You generally, not always the case, but generally we're born in love and deserve the love of each and every one of us here on planet Earth. So if nothing else, we send that love in the greater source field, to the greater source field, to the loveless today. And we send that hug to those out there today with our hug that will not receive any hug today. We see each and every one as well in the greater source field with an ability to create their universe, right? We see everybody out there with the ability to create that, to put yourself in a decent place to live, to find that spot on planet Earth that gives you joy, and to create that life that you were looking for. We send love to those out there in the greater source field who are out there, who are homeless, who are out there not with any purpose, who are out there lost in their universe. May they find themselves as source, and may they spin themselves into the love that they've been looking for. And of course, we see each and every one out there in the greater source field as well in unity. And we're going to borrow this one from Victor. Unity, right? We see humanity waking up to realize that with our realize, not our trauma-bodied eyes, right? Not seeing through the lens of trauma, but seeing through the lens of source, of love, that each and every one of us together are a greater collective of a whole. And if we can see that you, me, and each and every one of us can step through our traumas and our dramas and realize that we are part of the collective source love, that is one giant energy walking on planet Earth, we can do anything and move mountains. And when humanity can wake up and realize that, and we see that for humanity, we see each and every one of us having the most amazing, adventurous week ever. We see love in our universe. We see peace. We see where things are broken. We see favor where they are healed. Where we are not feeling well, we see golden lights of healing. Where things are not in center, we see them centered. Where things are not resolved, we see universes resolved this week. We see each and every one of us in love, in peace, and in awesomeness. And with that, we say hallelujah, So it is, and so it shall be. We close out and seal this with love, peace, and awesomeness for each and every one of us this week as we step into an adventurous week this week. And I want to hear about your adventures and what you've done differently this week. So post those as we go through the show this week. I love you all. Stay awesome because you are, and I will see you all in the next. Thank you for being here. And we will get over to, here we go. I'm going to link this real quick, guys. John, Benny, let's do it as a group as fast as possible. Pile over there. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you all in the next. Bye. Thank you, guys.